honestly, me personally, I don't want to have to ask. I want you to want to do it.
I know one way y'all be asking for money, like subliminally. Y'all always talking about, damn, these bills, it's that time of the month. These bills is like, y'all always talk about y'all bills and how hard it is to pay these bills. I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent this week. That's like a subliminal.
Isn't that like your instinct for you to like pick up on stuff like that? When a woman is asking you for money, but she's not asking you for money, then like, do you feel like that's the time where you supposed to like step and be like, all right, I throw you a little something?
That's the time where I step and I leave. Because if you're not my shorty, there's no reason you should be trying to guilt me into.
Okay, but you made it seem like if I'm looking towards us, like being in a relationship, 9 out of 10, I'm already invested in you. Mm-hmm. So make that step to make me feel like this is really us.
Fellas, look, before you decide to spend money on a woman, you have to look at it like it's an investment. So before you give money to a woman, you have to think to yourself, is it going to be worth it? Am I going to be able to get some type of return on my investment that's going to be beneficial to me? If I'm helping her financially, what can she provide me that's going to help me grow in life? Now, me personally, bro, oh man, I hate broke bitches, bro. Like, if a chick got a bag and give out like hints, yeah, I gotta leave her alone. Because the first thing I'm gonna think is like, all right, what you were doing before you met me? Why you didn't apply yourself to be in a better financial position? If I deal with a chick like you, the only thing that you gonna do is pull me down because you're a liability. If I gotta give you money, how is you gonna help me get more money? You see what I'm saying? What can you do for me to help me be in a better financial position where it's gonna make sense giving you some bread? Because I know if I give you this bread based on the energy that I get from you, it's gonna help me. But if I can't get shit from you, it's like, what's the point? And if all you gotta offer is pussy, a nigga could get pussy anywhere. So it's like, before you invest in a woman, fellas, you gotta think about that, bro. You gotta question yourself, is it worth it? Because the first thing you have to ask yourself, why is this bitch broke? Like, what you been doing? Because if a woman is broke, more than likely she have a broke mindset and she have a broke pussy. See what I'm saying? So be careful out here, fellas.
If a guy gets on a knee and asks you to marry him and you don't want to marry him, are you going to say no? Or are you going to say yes and talk about it later?
If you did it in public, I'm going to have to say no.
Okay.
I did not want to marry you. I'm going to say no.
Okay. And remember, if private?
Still, it's going to be a no.
Okay. You got to be straight up, buddy. Like, I get it. You're considering it. Because I've heard a lot of girls would say yes to the public one, especially. Some people would consider that like fake or a lie if you said yes and you actually like just mean no and you're just going to turn them down later. When does that stuff supersede like his emotions and making sure that he's not embarrassed, you know?
I mean, if I said no to a proposal,
yeah, you
know, it's kind of like I don't see myself being with you forever.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really care about his emotions.
Yeah, that's true. I think at that point you got to kind of decide what's for you.
I mean, if it's the one.
Hey, yes.
Yeah, of course. Let's do it. Let's get it going.
Tight. Rock out.
No.
Yeah.
If it's not the one, then obviously no.
Yo, imagine being in a relationship with a woman and you finally felt comfortable enough to propose to her, only to find out she don't want to live the rest of her life with you, only to find out you're not the one that she wants to marry. Fellas, y'all have to know how to assess women. If you choose to be in a relationship with a woman, just understand that's an investment. Time is money. Don't let a chick use you and power up only to find the guy that she really wants, because a lot of women will use men as a stepping stone. You all have to understand that. That's why it's very important for a man to know what is a woman's motive. Why is she with me? You have to ask yourself this question, fam. There's a bunch of dudes in relationships who don't even have a clue that their girl is not into them. But because they are so pussy whipped, because they are so in love, they can't see that she's just using them. Fellas, be careful out here. Women will use your ass every chance they get until they get what they really want. Don't be that guy to invest in a relationship, invest in a woman who don't want you. Be careful out here, fellas.
We had people write in saying that they always attract the same man.
Because you the same woman. You would like to believe you not. But like I just said, trying to change relationships without changing who you are is equivalent to trying to change your address to avoid the mailman from bringing you bills. You're going to go move from Torrance to Beverly Hills, and you're going to have a different mailman bring you the same message. You went from dating a guy who drive race cars to dating a guy who's a church man, but it's both ended in calamity. The message is still the same, because sometimes it really is you.
I am a boring person. I only care about what I care about. I either overly give a fuck or I don't at all. So like whatever I participate in, I'm on that.
I used to feel like I needed somebody to, but now I don't need nobody to talk to. I feel like when I have an issue, I get to myself, I think real long and hard, I come up with a solution, and I go forward.
Bitch. All right, now I'm getting pissed off. Hold up, ho. I sit down, y'all. This bitch I be coming out at 5 a.m. Her nigga said, look.
Hey, look, man, this is what I be talking about when I say treat a bird like a bird. Fellas, you have to lay down some ground rules when dealing with these women, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Why her ass look so weird, though? Like, what is this? This shit look kind of crazy. But listen, if you got a girl and she's coming home at 5 a.m., fam, the best thing to do is pack her shit and leave it outside for her. There's no way she should talk her way into getting back into the crib, because you already know what she was doing at 5 a.m. You already know what it is. And you will be a fool to think that wasn't what it was. Sometimes as a man, you have to know when to pull the plug, even if it's going to hurt you, even if you don't want to do it. But from the time you accept some shit like this, it's just going to get worse. Because what you're telling her is you will put up with whatever dumb shit that she do. She know, okay, my man will be mad at me, but he will get over it. That's going to be her mindset when she's dealing with you, once you allow her to disrespect you one time. Just one time. Look, a situation like this is enough to end a relationship with a woman. And if you stay with a woman after she comes home at 5 a.m., dog, you a fool. Because she was out all night sucking dick, and then she come home now like it's all good. You gotta be a real sucker ass dude to accept that. Nevertheless, fellas, pay attention to the signs and know when to walk away. Sometimes staying in situations like this is just gonna turn you into a bitch. All right, so fellas, be smart out here. If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.